How's it going, everybody? As we sit here on the eve of Patriots-Bills Week 4, matchup of two 3-0 teams this week up in Buffalo, New York. Patriots-Bills. We're going to do a brief preview tonight. As I announced earlier this week, starting, I guess, next week, since Sunday starts the week, daily videos, or at least every other day videos, depending on how time constraints work out. Coming from me, Monday we're going to recap the Patriots game. Tuesday will be a Red Sox season recap in Matt McCarthy from 98.5 The Sports Sub and the Hardcore Baseball podcast on 98.5thesportsub.com. Will join me to recap the Red Sox season, which will come to an end tomorrow against the Orioles. And we will also have a Bruins preview of the season Wednesday. Looking forward to that one. Season starts Thursday night. Unbelievable that Bruins season's already back. And as I said the other day, man, still hurts. Really still hurts. But anyway, Patriots-Bills. Patriots are 7-point favorites. Over-under is 42. I like the Patriots to cover. I think this will not be the waste of time the first three games have been. The Bills are going to give you a game, I think. I believe in that defense, but I don't believe in Josh Allen. Not yet, at least to make the throws. He's a great athlete. He can run. I don't trust him to make the throws he's going to have to make to win this game. So I like the Patriots in this game. I like them to cover. I think they're going to win by 10. I'll go with a score of 24-14 in this game. I do believe the Patriots will give up an offensive touchdown in this game finally. That is my score, 24-14. So obviously I like the under on the 42-point over-under. I would pound the under. I think that's robbery. I think that's free money. I don't get that line at all. Pound the under. Now that I said that, they'll go over. I know in my track record. But my logic for this is I don't see the Bills scoring enough. I don't see Josh Allen leading sustained drives against this defense that has just been remarkable for the first 3 weeks. Now, granted, you have to take it with a grain of salt because the competition has been just all-time bad. The Jets might win one game this year, and it might be at home against the Dolphins. Excuse me, 2 games. They'll beat the Dolphins twice. The Dolphins are going winless. They'll beat the Dolphins in Miami as well. So that's what I see happening this week. The defense will give up a touchdown. I say 2. But, again, the Patriots will cover the 7-point spread. Some concerns about the offense. Julian Edelman banged up in the last game. Gordon banged up, but he stayed in the game. Edelman and Hightower did fly to Buffalo. They were on the plane this afternoon. It looks like they both could play tomorrow. Edelman's expected to, barring a setback. I don't know how... if Edelman's banged up, you don't have to rush him back. I really don't. Unless they feel this defense really is that tough, and Buffalo's defense is legit. They are, and Sean McDermott has coached really well against Tom Brady thus far in his 2 years at the head in Buffalo. And here's an unbelievable stat for you that will just blow your mind. Behind only Jim Ferguson and Jim Kelly. Mixed up the names. Joe Ferguson and Jim Kelly, excuse me. No quarterback has thrown more touchdowns and won more games in Buffalo than Tom Brady. So all those Bills quarterbacks over the years, Drew Bledsoe, J.P. Lossman, Tyrod Taylor, none of those guys won more or threw more touchdowns in Buffalo than Tom Brady. And this century, no quarterback has thrown more touchdowns in Buffalo than Tom Brady. Going over the list of teams and athletes in the history of sports, I can't find one athlete who dominated one team more than Tom Brady has dominated the Buffalo Bills. He's really only lost 2 meaningful games to that team. The 31-0, the famous 31-0 game that opened the 2003 season, and of course the famous line from Tom Jackson, "They hate their coach." In 2011, they lost that there as well. 2014, they lost a home throwaway game here in Week 17, which Brady only played the first quarter. So I throw that out, that game, and the Patriots had everything locked up, the first seed, home field advantage. They had everything locked up. They had nothing to play for. Brady played a quarter, and then Garoppolo finished the game. So I throw that one out. There is not an athlete I can think of, except for maybe Jordan and the Cavs, and as much as it pains me to say, LeBron and the Celtics, that has owned one team more than Brady has owned the Bills. And I think that's a fact. I don't think that's disputable. So again, I like the Patriots to cover. League-wide, Daniel Jones, compelling story, gets his first home start with the Giants tomorrow. But my big topic is the quarterback injuries and what they have done to the league. This Monday night game was supposed to be a marquee game, and now instead of getting Ben Roethlisberger, we're getting Mason Rudolph and Andy Dalton. You just get grossed out thinking about it. And Thursday night was a great game. Green Bay, Philadelphia, great game. Aaron Rodgers, Carson Wentz lived up to the hype. But I think Aaron Rodgers is not getting enough criticism for how that game ended. 6 passes to finish the game, not one run play, called by Matt LaFleur. Rodgers has the line autonomy to check to a run. He should have. He didn't. And I think that's Aaron Rodgers in a nutshell. He wanted to be the star, and he missed a wide open guy in the final play that got picked off and lost the Packers the game. So again, brief show tonight. I will be back on Monday to recap the Patriots-Bills game. And like I said, on Tuesday, Matt McCarthy from 98.5 The Sports Hub, the Hardcore Baseball Podcast, will join me to put a bow on the slog of a Red Sox season, which mercifully will come to an end tomorrow afternoon after they finish this series with the Baltimore Orioles. Eddie Rodriguez looking for his 20th win. Preview the offseason, the GM search, might Theo Epstein return? Has Mookie Betts played his last game as a Red Sox? Will he be traded? And the Red Sox owner saying they want to trim payroll. Bruins preview coming on Wednesday as they get back to work after that absolutely heartbreaking, soul-crushing, devastating, humiliating, devastating loss in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final that I'm not over. And I might never will be. I might not ever will be. That one left a mark unlike any loss I've ever seen in this town, save for Super Bowl 42. I really think it's right there behind losing that perfect season. To have the Stanley Cup in your building and to watch the St. Louis Blues skate around the Garden Ice with the Stanley Cup is one that I might never get over. And then as Celtics season gets closer, I will touch briefly on them this week too. Kyrie Irving talked yesterday down in Brooklyn, first time as a member of the Nets. Reflected on last season with the Celtics, what went wrong and why ultimately he changed his mind after committing to signing with the Celtics, and then changed his mind and went to Brooklyn and went through what was a long season last year for the Celtics. And like I said, maybe, just maybe, a little revolution talk as they approach a playoff spot. So thank you for joining me tonight. Go Pats.